Yo, what's going on, guys? Sekapoko here, bringing you another 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross video. This going over the news and talking about all the fun things coming on September 29th, 2020. So guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright, cool. The Candy Manuals of the student, as you can see, there is the Molascula one. I did miss that in the last video. These are all the ones you can get. Draw tickets for Just Check In, as I mentioned in the previous thing. This is how the rare and SSR tickets look, and of course we're getting part 1 and part 2 tickets, which is really sick. And new costumes for different characters. And it looks like we're getting the Monspeed and Gallon costume sets available during this event for free. I don't know if we're getting more. And we're finally, of course, getting Final Boss Diane coming to the game. Final Boss Diane, really, really cool. As you can see here, I'm going to go over it a little bit on this video and be talking about where she hits and how she works. If we get a screenshot of this really quick, I can actually show you how that works. Her cosmetic is insane. Love it. It's super cool. It's definitely her best cosmetic. And a new hero, Zarathustra, is being released. Of course, if you want to check out my college showcase, it'll be in the description. Zarathustra is confirmed. Nice. Okay, ooh, okay, so there's actually going to be a 7 Deadly Sins special draw for a brand new banner. It looks like it's going to have Green King, Blue Gother, Green Diane, Blue Nunchuck Bond, Blue Demon Meliodas, Green Escanor, Green Giant Diane, Red Merlin, and Green Fat King, I want to say? Yeah, cool. Bait banner, skip. I don't know if Zarathustra is on that banner, but if Zarathustra is on that banner, obviously that could be a really cool place to get coins. So if you're a whale, if you want to go for that banner, go for it, but it's a hard skip for everybody, pretty much. So that's kind of cool. There was a 6-month celebration video. I'm not going to go over it. It doesn't look like we got to see the actual fight and Filet and Roast. So when you get in the fight, there's going to be 2 bot ads on the side. I'm going to go into the fight in this video as well. Alrighty, boys and grills, so let's go ahead and go over the news while I make myself a little bit bigger so I'm a little bit more impressionable here. I know this is a little bit different, but because I am doing the live stream of Genshin Impact, the news is a little bit different. So let's go ahead and go to Final Boss Diane real quick. So Final Boss Diane is going to be a speed attribute character that's going to be launching probably on the next set. She's going to be, and as you can see, she removes debuffs at the start of each turn. She's going to attack while ignoring evasion. So you can, of course, can't bring any evade characters that do that. Why would you care, though? I mean, you can't, it just says you... Basically, this is like you can't bring Derriere. That's the thing. Okay. Players cannot use recovery skills. Good to know. No recovery skills for anybody. Deals 300% extra damage to anyone with strength, so don't bring Derriere. Reduce damage taken from counters, so don't bring Green Meliodas. Tip: beware of Rupture skills, which deal extra damage against buff targets, and the boss's Heavy Blow, which can prevent the targets from performing an action. So what this whole deal is that the boss will always use Rupture cards, and she will actually seal, I believe it's attacks on certain characters, so it's just going to constantly rotate between those two, so be wary of those things. Don't use buffs on characters. It's basically a hard dairy counter fight. So what you do is you use area effect characters to clear the boss, and I will show you, and we'll go into actually how that works and why that's very, very important. So first off, on the first phase, the opponent health will recover when Fillet dies. So the Final Boss Diane is going to have 2 different fillets around her. Fillets are, of course, the golems that are around her. They're going to spawn like right next to her on each side. As you kill them, they will decrease the total boss max HP, or it will actually heal your entire team. So you can get really cool things. So ally monitors max HP when Roast is died and resurrected, and opponent's health is recovered. So the one on the right-hand side of Diane is going to reduce the boss's max HP, while the one on the left-hand side is going to heal you. You probably want to kill the one on the right-hand side first, and then alternate to the left-hand side back and forth to get the healing in. Now, you can't really use any healing skills here, as it mentioned in the fight, so you are not going to be able to get large amounts of damage from lots of healing in the fight from like Lilia if you wanted to use her healing skills, but you can use her Pierce Rate ability to get more damage, and that's what a lot of people did on the original launch of the fight. Allied monsters and defense is reduced when Fillet dies and is reduced in the phase 2. Oh, sorry, in phase 1. Opponent's heroes' ultimate gauges are sealed, so you also cannot use any ultimates on the first phase. That's why characters that do raw damage, pierce damage, etc., those characters are amazing here. Now, Final Boss Diane's defense is increased by 10% at the end of every turn, so you're going to want to kill her quickly and make sure that you can lower her max HP very quickly in order to do lots of damage, and pierce cards to do extra damage on top of the damage you're doing. When you get to the second phase, of course, that's going to be a little different. The ally monsters and defense are going to be reduced when Fillet dies and resurrected, and the allies monster's resistance is going to be reduced when Roast is resurrected. Again, Roast is going to be on the right-hand side of Diane, and Fillet is going to be on the left-hand side of Diane. Now, Final Boss Diane's attack increases at the end of a turn by 6%. So you can see the two different passives here. This is green Giant Diane's passive, and this is, of course, blue Giant Diane's passive. So it has an alternates between the two passives based on the phase that you're in. And, of course, you have different exchange rewards. Of course, you can buy this super waifu cosmetic that you can get in the game, which is going to be great. Very much people are going to enjoy. There's going to be, of course, a lot of other rewards that you can get, and placement rewards are on the way. So the Primo team for this fight, by the way, is going to be very, very, very simple. You're going to be using a Pierce team. I'm not kidding. It's literally just a Pierce team. So the characters that you're going to be using are going to be the Primo unit, which is going to be coming out, which is going to be Zaratros. He's not on this list right here, so I'll have to go to her. 1 second. So the 3 characters that you use, if you're looking for the best possible team, Zaratros is the primary DPS unit. You get extra points for using shatter abilities as well as charge abilities in the fight, so you get more damage on those as well. So just know that this is a great unit for this fight. It is the Primo unit. This is where he was launched, and he actually got launched on the Zeldris banner at the exact same time. If you want to know more about Zaratros and want to know how he works, you can go check out my video on Zaratros. Hopefully it'll be in the link above or in the description below. Next up, we're going to be going over the next 2 units, which are going to be great for this fight, which are going to be Blue Demon Meliodas, of course. The reason Demon Meliodas is going to be good here is because if you have a full Pierce build Demon Meliodas and he's actually built out with UR gear, he's going to be incredibly good for this fight. Demon Meliodas is a very, very awesome unit to have here because he has the Pierce card that does AR effect damage. He can't attack ceiling, but unfortunately he does have a Pierce card and a Corrosion effect. The Corrosion effect is going to be a dead card in this fight, of course, because it does nothing. So just know that there is an issue on Blue Demon Meliodas for this fight, and one of the characters that I did use more on this fight in particular was actually going to be Green Elizabeth and Hawk. So if you're a free-to-play player and you're looking for something as a good option, what I ended up doing on the Japanese version for this fight is I end up using Green Lizhawk because it actually has type advantage on this fight and does a little bit more damage. And because you have extra damage on this fight, you have a Rush card that does extra damage on the ultimate. You have healing that you're going to give extra healing to your team for lifesteal for the entire team. That's really good. You have a very, very good kit. You can also use it as a backline unit if you want to, but there's a lot of options you can use. The other characters that I did run, of course, were Marmus in the backline. If you wanted to use a Blue Demon Meliodas comp, you get a little bit more HP on the Marmus. However, on the flip side of things, if you are using a Zaratros and you wanted to use Zaratros along with a Green Lizhawk, you can do that as well, and then give your green allies a little bit more HP. It really depends on how you want to structure your team to get the most amount of HP on the backline unit. The final unit, of course, is going to be Lilia, and Lilia, of course, will provide the extra Pierce for your team, giving you the most amount of damage possible for the fight, and this is the easiest possible way of doing this fight. There's no issues with doing it this way. It is possibly the easiest final boss there ever was, because all you have to do is constantly use Pierce cards over and over and over to clap out the boss. It is very, very easy. You shouldn't have an issue with it at all. Is there any other news right now? Nope, content creator stuff. So the other character that could be coming out potentially, of course, that came out on the exact same banner was Blue Zeldris, not Red Zeldris, just Blue Zeldris, which has the meme he's not going to crit. So potentially there could be a Zeldris and Zaratros banner coming up on Tuesday. They have not given us any information yet because it's only 8 p.m. and they somehow did not want to give us anything. But my name's Sekapogo. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did enjoy the video, of course, like and subscribe, all the fun stuff. And you guys want to join us for the live premiere of Genshin Impact, we are live on Twitch right now, so go ahead and join us at twitch.tv/Sekapogo. Have a great day, guys. Peace.